Hello everyone. Today's video is going to be about the Trio remedies of homeopathy. Before we continue, I would like to remind you to subscribe for the channel and tap on the bell icon to keep yourself notified. And don't forget to leave your comments down below. Now let us see what is a trio. 3 best remedies for a particular disease condition which are set by our great masters. Dr. E.B.Nash was one of the pioneers known for his trio remedies. Other pioneers are Dr. R.S.HAHNEMANN, E.F. Harrington, A.G. Clarke, and M. Chowdhury. The first trio is the antisoric, which was given by Dr. R.S.HAHNEMANN. They are sulfur, CLARKE.A.G, and LYCOPODIUM. Sulfur is known as the Hahnemann's kings of antisoric. When seemingly indicated, drugs do not cure. Use sulfur combating all soric manifestations as described in Hahnemann's chronic diseases. CLARKE.A.G, as Farrington says, may come into use in almost any form of disease. We may say come into use because it may be an account of certain idiosyncrasies which come under the remedial power of CLARKE.A.G that the disease, whatever it is made amenable to the ordinary treatment. Lycopodium acts favorably in all ages, but particularly upon the old people and children. It acts upon people of keen intellect but feeble muscular development, lean people leaning towards lung and liver troubles. Such people are apt to suffer from lithic acid diathesis, for which this is also a great remedy. Now let us see the second trio of asthmatic complications which was given by E.B.nash. Ourself, worse while lying down, better when sitting up, and may begin or be the most intense between midnight and 2 am. Ipecac. Coughing spasms that lead to retching or vomiting strongly indicate this remedy. Feeling of suffocation and heaviness in the chest be worse from motion and sometimes worse from warmth. Natrum self. Asthmatic attacks are brought on by the exposure to mold and dampness. The person may hold the chest while coughing because it feels so weak. Wheezing and breathing difficulties are aggravated by exertion, and episodes tend to be worse in very early morning. Now let us see the third trio of burning pain that was also given by E.B.nash. Arsa, burning sensation, especially in acute diseases. Scratching can make the itching worse and applying heat will bring relief. Sulfur, burning here and there in spots, sensation of burning in many parts. Phosphorus, burning along the spine, everywhere, brain, skin, chest, stomach. The fourth trio, cholera, which was given by Dr. R.S.HAHNEMANN. Veratrum album is indicated when there is a copious vomiting and diarrhea in cases of cholera. A pinching abdominal colic and severe exertion may be felt before and after passing a stool, cold sweat especially on the forehead. Camphor is indicated medicine for treating cholera where the patient loses strength rapidly. The colicky pain in the abdomen may be present with diarrhea, and coldness on the body may be also present. Cupramet is considered in the cases of cholera where the patient experiences prominent muscle cramps. The cramps are marked in toes, fingers, and calf muscles of the leg. The fifth trio, the climacteric, which was given by A.G. Clarke. Lachesis is indicated during the menopause flushes of heat, suffocation in the warm room, sufferings that are ameliorated during the flow, general relief by discharges. Sepia is indicated with metrorrhagia during climaxes, prolapse of uterus, sudden hot flushes of climaxes. Women who need this remedy usually feel dragged out and weary with an irritable and loss of interest in daily tasks. Feeling better by exercise and especially dancing. Sulfur, a person needing sulfur often is mentally active or even eccentric, inclined towards messy habits, and usually feels worse from warmth. The sixth trio is the CROUP. It was given by Dr. R.S.HAHNEMANN. Aconic child grasps at throat every time he coughs. He is very sensitive to inspired air. Shortness of breath, cough, dry, short and hacking, worse at night and after midnight. Spongia is given when the cough, dry, barking, croupy. The croup is worse during inspiration and before midnight. There is a feeling of plug in larynx. Cough abates after eating or drinking, especially the warm drinks. Hepa self is indicated when the cough is troublesome when walking. Dry, hoarse cough excited whenever any part of the body gets cold or uncovered or from eating anything cold. CROUP with loose, rattling cough, worse in the morning, choking cough. The seventh trio is the delirium, which was given by e.b.nash. In the delirium of Bell, he wants to jump out of the window, wants to run. He thinks his attendants are injuring him, nightly attacks of delirium. In stramonium, there is a desire to escape in the delirium. The delirium is bland, murmuring, violent, foolish, joyful, loquacious, incoherent chattering, with open eyes, merry with spasmodic laughter, furious raving, wild, attempts to stab and bite, with curious notations, with sexual excitement, fear as if a dog were attacking him. In hyoscamus, there is a joyous delirium with an attempt to run away, muscular twitchings, spasmodic affections, generally with delirium, with desire to undress or uncover. The eighth trio is the drooping eyelids, which was given by e.b.nash. Drooping of upper eyelids is known as ptosis. Ptosis is not a disease but a symptom arising from various conditions. Ptosis arises mainly from one of the three reasons that include a weakness of muscle involved in raising the eyelid, damage to the nerve that supplies the eyelid muscles, or the swelling of eyelid. I have a small question for you. What are the muscles involved in raising of eyelids and keeping them raised? Please leave your answers down in the comments. Those two muscles whose weakness which causes ptosis. Nerve damage affects the oculomotor nerve. Gelsemium is the ptosis which results from exhaustion. Causticum, very characteristic of the drug, is paralysis of single parts or of single nerves. Thus, you may have to use this in paralysis of facial nerve, particularly when it is a result of exposure to dry cold winds. So, it may be called in for ptosis when the result of the same cause. Sepia, the eyelids paining on awaking as if too heavy, as if paralyzed, corresponding to ptosis. Now let us see the ninth trio of exhaustion, which was given by e.b.nash. Arsal, moving and restlessness, tires the patient, about totally exhaust. Muriatic acid, great debility. As soon as he sits down, his eyes closes, lower jaw hangs down, slides down in the bed, and he is exhausted in a physical level. CARBO exhaustion with coldness, pallor, and cold sweat. Now let us see the 10th trio of flatulence, which is given by e.b.nash. Lycopodium, worse especially on lying down, is mostly in the upper part, constant fermentation of gas going on in the abdomen, which produces a loud croaking and rumbling sound. CARBO, uncomfortable distension of the abdomen, which wish to belch up, or a sensation as if the abdomen were fully packed, not in the least relieved by eructation. China, seems as if food all turned into gas. They feel so full and oppressed they can hardly breathe and still will feel hungry at the mealtime. The pain is relieved by belching. Now let us see the last but not the least, our ancient trio. Tiricadagum uses the analogy of traditional medicine, which uses 3 herbs to cure maladies of the stomach. Similarly uses 3 different maxims to illustrate the correct behavior. This belongs to the post-Sangam period, corresponding to between 100 and 500 CE, that is about 1800 years old. It contains 100 poems written by poet Nalladanar. The combination of 3 ingredients is so very effective that it is used to treat many diseases, and it is popularly known as the best herbs combination to improve health in all aspects. The 3 ingredients are sukku, milagu and thippili.